Good morning, sir and my fellow classmates. My name is Jiahui and my metric number is 285525. The topic I'm going to present today is agricultural policy and growth. Since the era of British colonial government, the agricultural industry has been the backbone of Malaysia's economy. Because of the increased revenue from important commodities such as rubber, palm oil, and food commodities, the agricultural business is transitioning to more profitable cash crops. Since then, rubber, palm oil, and cocoa have dominated agricultural exports during the last 2 decades. Now, I will talk about the growth of agricultural sector. The first is rubber sector. The rubber sector is one of Malaysia's greatest contributors to GDP and is vital to the country's economy. However, over the previous few decades, production has been dropping. Malaysia's rubber production fell from 799,000 tons in the first half of 2019 to 328,000 tons in the same period of 2021. The reasons are plantation land has been converted to commercial use land, shortages of plantation labor workers, migrating of local workers in other sectors. The second sector is palm oil sector. The oil palm is the most efficient oil-bearing crop on the planet due to its high yield, capacity to produce a variety of vegetable oils, and long economic lifespan. In Malaysia, oil palm started off as an ornamental plant in Malaysia and has since expanded into a multi-billion-dollar business. Due to labor shortages, plantation disruptions, and mining operations triggered by the government's movement restriction order, total CPO output in 2020 was 19.14 million tons, down 3.6% from 19.86 million tons in year 2019. Due to poor demand, Malaysian palm oil exports to India, Pakistan, Turkey, and other countries has plummeted. The last sector is cocoa sector. In 2020, the cocoa business grew and provided 1.64 billion ringgit to Malaysia's GDP. Malaysia has 53 chocolate and confectionery producers as well as 232 chocolate entrepreneurs who are members of the Malaysia Cocoa Board. The cocoa sector contributed 0.85 billion ringgit to GDP in the first half of 2021. The cocoa export income has reached 3.37 billion ringgit in the first half of 2021. The next section is policies of agricultural sector. Agriculture policy is a government-issued document that establishes the agricultural sector's strategic direction in Malaysia. Following independence, Malaysia adopted 4 agricultural policies. There is National Agricultural Policy 1, 2, 3, and National Agro-Food Policy (NAP4). In 1984, the first National Agricultural Policy (NAP1) was implemented. The goal of this strategy was to reduce poverty and increase efficiency, particularly in the non-estate sector of smallholdings. As a result, the implementation of NAP1 resolved major issues and the development of new land produces jobs in rural areas. Between 1992 and 1998, the second National Agricultural Policy, NAP2, was enacted. The NAP2 places a stronger emphasis on the private sector's role in food production and marketing reform in the near and medium term. The third National Agricultural Policy, NAP3, was implemented from 1998 to 2010. The purpose of the NAP3 was to maximize income while making the best use of the sector's resources. Between 2011 and 2020, the National Agro-Food Policy NAP4 was created to address issues in domestic and international markets in order to ensure food security and safety through sustainable agriculture. The NAP4 has developed measures that are in keeping with the food system's nutritional features. In conclusion, agriculture is still a significant sector in Malaysia, and it has been one of the key contributors to national income since the country's independence. The agricultural industry continues to serve as an indispensable role as a provider of food, a source of employment, and a source of revenue through exports. The agricultural policies determine the agriculture sector's orientation or path. As a result, the agricultural sector has evolved from a traditional single commodity focused industry to a dynamic modern one. Thank you.